Hello dear friends, in this lecture, this is the third lecture of electrostatics. In this lecture, we will study various properties of charge. The first property of charge that we discussed also in our previous lecture as like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. Like charges repel each other means positive charge repel each other, negative charge repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. When charges are of different nature, different kind, they attract each other. Second property is magnitude of elementary charge it can be positive or it can be negative. Elementary charge can be positive or it can also be negative depending on a body loses electron or a body gains electron. If a body loses electron, it will be having positive charge. If a body gains electron, then it will be having negative charge. And elementary charge is that charge which is the minimum possible charge on a body. So when we rub two bodies, minimum possible charge on a body is called elementary charge, and its value is equal to this, and it is equivalent to charge on an electron. It can be positive, it can be negative, because a body can lose electron as well as body can gain electron. Third property is additive nature of charge. Charge is additive in nature. Charge is additive in nature. It means total charge on a body is equal to algebraic sum of charges present on different parts of the body. Suppose we have a body, this part has plus Q1 charge, this part has plus Q2 charge, this part has plus Q3 charge, and other charges are also there. Last, this has plus Qn charge. Then total charge present on the body is equal to This is called additive nature of charge. I will show you one more example. Suppose this part has plus 4 coulomb charge, this part has plus 3 coulomb charge, this part has plus 2 coulomb charge, this part has plus 1 coulomb charge, then total charge it will be 10 coulomb. Take one more case. This part may have plus 4 coulomb charge, this part may have minus 3 coulomb charge, this part may have minus 2 coulomb charge, this part may have plus 2 coulomb charge. Then total it will be 4 minus 3 minus 2 plus 2. So it will be plus 1 coulomb charge. Algebraic sum mean we will have to consider the kind of the charge, whether it is positive or it is negative. When we add the charges, we should give due respect to the kind or type of the charge. If all charges are positive, we will simply add them. But if few charges are positive, few are negative, then we will have to take into consideration of their nature as well. So this is called additive nature. Additive nature is used to calculate the total charge present on the body. Total charge can be calculated by simply adding the various charge present on the body. So next part is very important, charge is quantized. Charge is quantized mean charge on a body cannot have any arbitrary value. A charge on a body can have some specific values only. It is quantized in terms of charge on an electron. It is because of the phenomena frictional electricity that we have discussed. So when we rub two bodies, say body A, body B, body A is having low ionization energy, body B is having high ionization energy. So a body with the low ionization energy, when we rub them, it will lose electrons, and a body with high ionization energy will gain electrons. So charge on body A, it will be due to lose of one electron plus E, and on body B minus E, as it has gained one electron. Now keep on rubbing more heat is produced, more transfer of electrons will be taking place from body A to body B. Say one more electron is transferred, then if you rub more, one more electron will be transferred. If you rub more, one more electron will be transferred. And in this way you can proceed on. More and more number of electrons will be transferred from body A to body B. Can you ever think of a case that half of the electron is transferred? Can this be possible? Can this be possible? That half of the electron, that you are providing such an energy that is not sufficient to ionize the valence electron, but it is that energy is equal to half of its ionization energy, and half of the electron is transferred. What do you feel about this? No, this cannot be possible. Either electron will be transferred fully or not. Either electron will be ionized or not. It cannot be like you cannot break the electron and transfer half, 1/3 or any part of the electron. So this is not possible. This is not possible. So this kind of nature, that either we can transfer 1 electron or 2 or 3 or 4, it leads to quantization of charge. It gives us that total charge on a body is equal to integral multiple of charge on an electron. So Q, it is equal to n can have any value 1, 2, 3. It is an integer. If n is 1, 1 electron is transferred. N is 2, 2 electron is transferred. N is 3, 3 electrons are transferred. Positive sign is due to a body is losing the electrons. Negative sign is due to body is gaining the electron. And there must be the presence of two bodies, because when we rub, we need two different bodies. One body is getting positive charge, another body is getting a negative charge. So the reason of quantization of charge is that only integral number of electrons can be transferred. From one body to another body. Fraction of the electron cannot be transferred at all, as just I have discussed by now. So if integral number of transfer is allowed, so charge can have only specific values. Either it can be equal to plus E, minus E, plus 2E, plus minus 3E, plus minus 4E, and between plus minus E plus minus 2E, it cannot have plus minus half E. This is not allowed. So this is called quantization of charge. Charge is conserved. Charge is conserved. So in an isolated system, total charge of the system remains same. Charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. Charge जितना है उतना ही रहेगा. Charge, total charge. इंडिविजुअल बॉडी का चार्ज चेंज हो सकता है, मगर टोटल चार्ज ऑफ द सिस्टम, ऑफ द आइसोलेटेड सिस्टम नेवर चेंजेस. टोटल चार्ज कभी भी चेंज नहीं होता. सो टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेट दिस वी हैव फ्यू एग्जांपल्स. नंबर 1, ग्लास रॉड एंड सिल्क पीस एग्जांपल. before rubbing, initially when we have not rubbed them, then the charge on glass rod 0, because initially glass rod was neutral. Charge on silk piece, it was also neutral. So total charge, initial charge, it is 0. After rubbing, do you remember out of these two, which loses electron, which gains electron? Do you remember out of these two, when we rubbed them, which is going to lose electron, which is going to gain electron? Yes, glass rod is going to lose electron, silk piece is going to gain electron, and we suppose n is number of electrons transferred from glass rod to silk piece, then final charge on the glass rod, it will be plus Ne, because it has lost the electrons. Charge on the silk piece, it will be minus Ne, and total charge will be 0. So total initial charge is equal to total final charge. So we say total charge remains same. There are many more examples as well. Air production. Air production. This is a phenomena of conversion of energy into mass, represented by this equation. You might have studied this equation in lower classes. This is a gamma ray. This is electron. This is positron. So total initial charge, gamma ray, it is 0, because gamma ray is neutral. Total final charge, it is a charge on an electron plus charge on an positron. Charge on an electron is minus E. Charge on an positron is plus E. It is equal to 0. Positron is an antiparticle of electron. Positron is antiparticle of electron. Positron is anti-particle of electron. It has all the properties same. Positron and electron, they have all the same properties. Only one property is different. It is charge. Charge on an electron is minus E, minus 1.6 10 the power minus 90. Charge on an positron is plus E, plus 1.6 10 की power minus 90 coulomb. So only charge is different for these two. Rest all properties are same. So those particles which are having all properties same, only charge is opposite to each other, those particles are called antiparticles of each other. And for this air production phenomena, here gamma ray, it is having no mass. Gamma ray has no mass, it has fully energy, and it has been converted into electron and positron, both possesses mass. So this is a reaction showing conversion of energy into mass, and in this reaction also charge, initial charge, final charge, both values are same. So next phenomena is annihilation process. This phenomena also you have studied in lower classes. Annihilation process. This is a opposite to pair production phenomena. Here mass is converted into energy. Mass is converted into energy. Electron, positron, gamma ray. Electron possesses mass, positron possesses mass, gamma ray mass 0. Gamma ray mass 0, charge is also 0. This is neutral. So as it has no mass, so mass is converted into energy. So these reactions are in accordance with Einstein mass energy relationship, pair production phenomena and annihilation process. And for this annihilation process as well, initial charge is 0, final charge is also 0, so charge is conserved. So these are various physical phenomena that we study in physics, and all these phenomena charge is conserved. You can also enlist one of the chemistry reaction. Charge 0, 1 unit positive charge, 1 unit negative charge, total charge is again 0. So in all kind of reactions, whether they are physical reactions or they are chemical reactions, charge is conserved. So this is called law of conservation of charge. So sixth property of the charge is, sixth important property of the charge is, charge is not affected due to motion of the body. It means चार्ज जेड़ा है वो बॉडी की वेलोसिटी पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, whether the body is at rest or the body is moving. Whether the body is at rest or body is moving, its charge is same. So we write it like this: charge is not a function of velocity. Charge is not a function of velocity. This is just like a mathematical equation. Charge velocity पे डिपेंड नहीं करता. Whether the body is at rest or the body is moving, its charge is going to be same. Its charge is not going to alter. ਉਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ चार्ज है वो सेम रहता है, बॉडी की वेलोसिटी पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, उसकी वैल्यू वेलोसिटी के साथ चेंज नहीं करती. Do you remember one quantity you have studied in lower class that changes with velocity? कोई ऐसी क्वांटिटी आपने पढ़ी हो लोअर क्लास में जिसकी वैल्यू वेलोसिटी के साथ चेंज हो जाती हो. वेलोसिटी चेंज होने से एक क्वांटिटी है जिसकी वैल्यू चेंज हो जाती है. कैन यू नेम दैट? यस, दैट इज मास. मास इज ए फंक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी. Mass is a function of velocity, and you might have studied this formula. M naught is called rest mass of body. MB is called moving mass, or mass of body moving with velocity v, and both the values are different. If the body is at rest or the body is moving, the value of mass changes. So in the next lecture we will study detailed related to this concept, that charge does not change with velocity and mass changes with velocity, and how the effects are taking place. This will be studied in our next lecture in detail. Thanks for